Because how many people keep silver bullets in their gun?
I've got that wicked sensation.
Kids, what we're looking at today, Ancient Vortex. This is a Belgian-style dark ale brewed with raw coca and candy sugar, conditioned on coca beans, 9.2%, and I'm going to open it with the snowflake melter. And I'm going to pour it into this glass. And I'm not exactly sure why I have this. I got a text from Miles last night, and he said, "I'm having the boy run a beer over and stick it on your back porch. It turns out it's something that I'm not going to drink." Okay. It's dark. It's not worthy of the light test. Really doesn't have much smell at all, but then again, that all works out because I'm planning on drinking it, not sniffing it. Cheers. I'll start off by saying, as you probably know, I'm not exactly a gigantic Belgian ale fan. Mr. 27 sending me his pictures of his frickin' Blue Moon saying, "Now this is a good beer." Don't take this the wrong way, but I'd rather have a PBR. For all this bean action, it's beery. It doesn't taste bad. I just thought for a Belgian I'd have a little bit more of an ass kicking going on. Getting a little of like the peels of red fruit, like red grapes, and even that's fairly light. I've had this characteristic in a dark Belgian before, but now this one talking about coca beans and conditioned on coca beans and excuse me, and then the candy sugars. I guess it has a little sweetness, but again, not a shit ton. But I'm always up for trying stuff. First in was Gunwild saying, "First bitches." Harmarsh has first, no views or comments. Yet, according to YouTube, you're second. Ben N says second, being third. Scotsman says whiskey, just going straight for it. Then Scotsman says some redhead brew babe love. Boom. Now remember, Cobra, I didn't say that. I'm just reading the comments. And also little Scooby-Doo action. You know, Velma just keeps looking better and better. I don't remember. Was this you, Brad? Now that is a heavy hitter, if you know what I mean. I was thinking about going with this for Jolson, but then I said screw Jolson. Oops, wrong way. Then we had a few more examples. Now I would say this is her at the right age. This is her with a few years on her. This looks like, what's her name? I don't recognize her with her clothes on. That probably looks more realistic. So, but I like this one best, so. If it's Brad, thanks. If it's not, apologize. I'm just gonna get a proper glass. Hey, why don't we have another just for the fun of it? Nah, we won't have nothing for the fun of it. I'm just gonna have some. I'm gonna go with Ardbeg. You know, now that we're through the neck pour stuff, it all should be much better. Just kind of cracks me up. You know, this is at the time I had this. I mean, I think even Jameson is a lot darker than Ardbeg, but boy, this is an example of don't judge it by its color. I like me some racist Scotch. I got me some packages in. This one I have to admit I did open because I didn't realize it was until I saw that the name was slightly screwed up. I thought this was like just junk mail, to be honest. It is not. It is something definitely going on my truck. Trump 2024, take America back. And I don't think there was any pertinent information on here. It has a name on who it's from, but I believe this is the person that actually sent them. So it doesn't tell me how I got in the rotation. I was thinking about putting a bunch of stuff on my truck yesterday, and I should have, because I mainly wasn't here yesterday because it was frickin' like 56 degrees. I mean, we had our typical neighborhood get together. Everybody was out at the fence line. Mike's got his eldest daughter's ex's dog, Schwags, who used to live next door for a while. Schwags is, I don't know what Schwags is. He's a mix of a bunch of things. He's a bigger dog, and he's a three-legged dog. And Mike was gonna call the groomer and see about having Schwags' toenails clipped, and I said, you gotta ask him if they've got a discount. And then Matt came home, and I said, hey, I got a beer for you. Got one of the Maharajis, but you'll look at it and think it says marijuana. And he's like, oh, I'm all for that. And so there's the whole clan sitting out there. So we were drinking our beers, and smoked me a Macanudo that I got from Cobra. Okay, this came today, and it feels like another T-shirt. Could just go with the onboard one. Love this guy. Oh yeah, CRKT. Okay, now, I don't know if somebody sent me this, or this is another one through, I didn't get notification that the package had been delivered, so this must be from somebody, versus from the Star Trek Club on Amazon. I'm, like I said, somehow I got me signed up for it, And the only thing I ever remember is getting an email talking about it, and I went over and looked. So I don't know if one of you sent this or not, but in my mind it leans towards somebody sent this. So that's cool. And this from eBay. My name, my last name is right. First name is wrong. Seth McGinn's Can Cooker Jr. Cater to the crowd. And a base trivet set, I'm assuming. Okay, I've never seen anything like this before. Okay. I guess I could, what, do peanuts on the stovetop? On a campfire? Okay, then there's this one. So Christine says to me, "Aren't you gonna open it and look?" And I said, I'm doing it in the brew review." She goes, "Aren't you curious? You could tape it back up." I said, "I'll do it in the brew review." And she goes, "Didn't you sneak under the tree at Christmas time?" I'm like, "No, I never sneaked under the Christmas tree." Yeah, she was disappointed with me because I didn't want to open it and close it back up. What the fuck? Standing on the transporter. Okay. Well, hello, Christine.
Oh my god! Where the hell are you gonna put that? Jeez.
In our bedroom.
Huh?
In our bedroom on the ceiling.
Oh.
So I
really?
can look at it during sex.
Oh god. Who the hell gave you that?
That is an excellent question. I received a Starfleet Command shirt, Captain Kirk, and the big box was this, if you know anything about this. Seth McGinn's. It looks like the old-fashioned version of an Instapot.
I usually leave that downstairs here in the man cave.
What do you have against me, Christine?
Spock was my favorite.
He's Mexican. It's pronounced Spick.
Spock. Maybe I should start asking for things.
Exactly when in the fuck did I ask for a full-size?
Listen, every
Captain
time
Kirk.
you get on your brew review, you're complaining about something that you don't have or wish that you had or would like to have.
I wish I had a Steyr Og and a Nighthawk Customs 1911.
You always get stuff. Always. Every single day this week you've gotten something.
Oh, don't be jelly. You can have this if you want. You can
No.
put them right on your side of the bed.
No, and no. That's what you get. I'm not feeling sorry for you.
What I get?
You know, there is a thing that you can pull out to make them stand there permanently on the back.
No, there's not.
Right in the middle.
That's not something you. What would this little tiny chunk of nothing make
The whole
him?
thing. Doesn't that bend?
Well, I'd have to lay it on the floor, I think, to make.
See, now just pull that little Duma flicky down and we'll get to go.
Pull it down?
Yeah.
Doesn't want.
Okay.
It's a lock.
Mm-hmm.
I think we should put them right next to the TV in the living room.
No. That's
Now-
a hard no.
Now, if we get Spock,
That's a hard
we
no.
could.
That is a hard no. And if you people out there decide to send Spock, I will frickin' hunt you down and show up at your door with revenge on my mind. Don't go there. Really, Eric?
Oh, damn it!
No
Batteries.
battery. No battery. So, do you want to attempt to make steak on the grill or no?
Sure, we still getting big snow.
No, not so much.
Yeah, I can. I'm not afraid.
I'm being it. I will hunt these people down.
This would be the one I actually have the most money invested into.
Well, so what are you using that cooker thing for? What's that for?
I don't know, Christine. Stun.
You get the weirdest shit.
Kill.
I think you should just leave Crick right there, and then he can be in all your brew reviews.
He can replace Matt.
Yeah.
Right off the bat, he's already smarter.
Yeah.
Would you like some Ardbeg?
No. I'm going back upstairs. I just came to see what you got.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
It looks good there.
Yeah. He has boldly gone where he never fucking thought he would.
Yeah, the man cave.
You know what he needs?
Tinfoil hat. Why did I know you were going to do that? Okay then. Bye-bye.
Bye. Love you. Meal team. Hashtag super straight. Scott's been a minute 35 with should have been well under a minute, but it wasn't. Smile money. Wow. Yeah. Yeah. I agree with you. Mike, what's up, fool? Cheers. Mike. Mike again. Where's Sam? Well, she usually works for about another 19 minutes. Mike, where's David? Clyde said, he's an author. He's way too cool for us, but we love him anyway. Mike says, he sure is. He's already hinting that he might write another book. You know, let's not forget, every time he finishes a book, he treats himself to a fine firearm. The last book back, he got the Smith & Wesson Custom House 4-inch commander size, a 1911, and now, oh, I didn't hear from him. Should have been yesterday. Yesterday, he should have got the 5-inch custom house version. We're talking a couple of large for that baby. And it's a sweet-ass gun, though. I have to admit. Smile money. Poor Johnny will never live that gun purchase down. I must have heard the story about a dozen times. The one time Johnny was crying and begging on a bended knee. He was. While Eric was awarded sainthood. Clyde says, can we hire a researcher to go back and get us a round count on how many times the story's been told? Smile money. At the new minimum wage of $15 per hour and an hour-long brew review, it would cost more than a Russian hoax investigation. Blue Dog 260, 2 thumbs up. Late work, interfering with life. Yeah, I've already lost track. How many calves have you had born on the farm? And I can say so true. Always, it's okay. I'll say always. John Solar. Looks like damn soda. Still better than a PBR. John Solar. Zeus is committing crimes against humanity with the Matt video. Zeus. Yes, he is. Smile money. Fine. Laugh out loud. Mike. Say it right, Eric. Boom. See, I'm just reading a comment, Cobra. I'm just reading comments. Poco Loco went from female Matt to San Francisco man movies. SMH. I bet it's a big hit at the Blue Oyster Bar. Oh yeah, you know what it is. What? Poco? Have some more? Okay. I have to admit, it's a lot easier to read comments when captain here isn't butting in all the time. Smile money. I was bummed as well when I heard the news about Pete. Mike, 86 the 46, and make the 45th president again. Amen to that. You know, okay, so I was watching, was it Sticks? Or was it, the Hodge brothers? They were interviewing, what's her name, Big Tits douche nozzle there, the press secretary, and gosh, she is just the fucking cuntiest bitch I've ever, just doesn't matter who asked the question. It's like, well, he's had more than 40 question and answer sessions in the last 30 days. I call bullshit. 40? I mean, the very last one, he couldn't even fucking remember the name of the Pentagon. Couldn't remember the name of who's in charge of the Pentagon. Couldn't remember the names of the women that he just... Christine's right. It's time to put him in an old folks home and stop the fucking games. But anybody out there that is listening to me and you voted for him, okay. I really wish you would have voted with your brains and not your feelings, because we had the greatest president that America's ever seen. And when I say greatest, I mean a guy who legitimately cared about America and the American people. And all I ever hear is all the people that have done no research, listen to the media lies, and go on and on about how Trump was just in the office to help his rich buddies. Oh, yeah, okay. Oh, so smooth. I mean, seriously, if it wasn't for the media lies and people's own stupidity, it's like, oh, I believe everybody that voted for Biden, you are simply the dumbest fuckers on the planet. Because you did zero research. You didn't even see your candidate for the entire time he was... And how's that working out for you, by the way? All those promises he made. Oh my God, please let something happen before he destroys this country. Every single step that we had making forward progress under Trump, everything that needed to go in the right direction was going in the right direction. And yet, the economy, jobs, and the first thing that butthole does is basically dispatches a whole shit ton of union employees going to the unemployment line. Oh, just make them dependent on the government, because that's what the Democratic Party does best. Just make people dependent on you. So they're no longer able to think for themselves. Pride is all gone. Oh my God. Bet you the fucker. I bet you they've had to write L and R on his shoes so he gets it right. Smile money. The most hits in any one review was only 3. 5 shots over, 10 reviews? Matt's grandma could do that. Smile money. I know this might come as a shock to a lot of you, but I just really have not been enjoying drinking nearly as much as, 1 year younger. Yes, see, the difference is right now I like to grab 1 on a Friday or a Saturday, maybe 2, of something really good and enjoy it. Versus just grab a 24 pack and just go until you're annihilated. You know, I just assume enjoy what I'm having. That's why if it was within my means, I would always have shit like the Octomore and the Ardbeg and the Lafroig and the Paul John. I gotta go up to the Mount Royal or whatever and see if they can order me a bottle of that. That's bang for the buck. That's still some of the best. I have to say though, the Lafroig cask strength and that Highland Park cask strength are definitely in there. And I know that I can get both of those less than a bottle of the Paul John. Mike, for 2.0, every hit means a shot of Everclear. Oh, God. Smile Money says he did take a shot of the mezcal with the red smudge that he feared. And Mike says, yeah, but that wasn't good enough, just saying. Oh, God, even if Everclear grew on trees, no. Harmarsh, no worries about the knife. Lots of time. Let us hope so. Clyde, Walther P99 equals 9 by 19 millimeter. Tomorrow Never Dies is well known as the film in which the Walther P99 replaces the old PPK as Bond's sidearm. In Saigon, Bond, Pierce Bunghole, picks out the P99 from Lu Lin's Michelle Yan hidden armory. He then uses the gun with a suppressor attached. Through a great deal, read more button, of movie climax aboard the stealth ship. Losing it only when he runs dry during an intense period of gunfire. This is also the gun featured on many posters for the film. J-Dog says, I was just about to say that Bond's P99 was in 9mm. See, I thought it was 40. Oh, pussy round. I guess it's better than a 380. Clyde says back to J-Dog, that is correct. Even says it in the movie when he picks it up. It's a Walther 9mm. See, he would have been even cooler if it was 40. Unless you're Stephen Bush. Smile Money. 7 sunk bottle ships. Eric, 7. Laugh out loud. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It was 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. The one at A1 and B1, and then F2, G2, H2, I2, J2, then C3, 4, 5, and 6, A5 and 6, E5, F5, G5, I5, 6, and 7, A, 7, 8, 9, and 10, E9, F9, G9, H9, and then the J8 and 8 and 9. Okay. Steven, had this on draft at the brewery. Wasn't that great to me, but I'll have to get it in cans, I guess. I mean, I didn't give it a... I mean, I give it an 8.5. I mean, that's... I don't know, I thought that was fair. Smile Money. Told you masks work. Flu spreads through contact with people. That's not happening. I did not have a cold or a stomach bug this entire year either. Okay, so I haven't been sick at all this year, and I don't wear a mask, except for at Menards where they won't let you in. Oh, and the Super One out east. The Super One in Wisconsin and the Super One over here by my house, I don't wear a mask in there, and I even had a conversation with the manager of the store. But, okay. Rich Huff, cheers all. Cheers, Rich. Steven, the black Glock with the slide milling and RMR cut looks like the left screw is coming loose. Clyde says, sometimes, Steve, the show has a lot of screws loose. And Steve says, welcome to the shipwreck. Harmarsh, Eric. I really like the Smith & Wesson 6906. That's a nice small gun. Yeah, it is. It's a sexy little gun. It's amazing how many movies and TV shows that that generation of Smith & Wesson show up in. Smile Money. I bought a generator. Can't get the electric to work, but the pull start works. I just have not started it for 2 or 3 years. It weighs a ton and has 2 wheels, 10,000 watt. I need a small shed to have it by the house. I have a transfer switch wired to the electric panel. Yeah, that's all that I need to do. But Smile Money, you should be running that thing. See, that's the problem. That's the problem that I had when I got that small one from when my dad passed away. He bought it in anticipation of the big scare for 1999 going to 2000. It was, I actually found the receipt, and he purchased it in 1999. I don't know when in 1999. And my guess is from the smell of the gasoline, smelled like just straight up varnish, that it probably had not been started since 1999. And it went run when I got it. That was after I emptied the fuel tank. I then I flushed the, sprayed a little carb cleaner and some fresh gas, rinsed out the inside of the gas tank, cleaned out the fuel lines, cleaned the carburetor. The best that I could. I didn't disassemble it. I just took it off, took the float off, sprayed everything down really good, kind of ran some shit through all of the floats and the jets that I could see. But then I filled the tank back up, and I added what would have been probably twice as much Seafoam. I wish I was sponsored by Seafoam, because I can honestly say I have never experienced a fuel delivery problem with any gas combustion engine that I treat with Seafoam. And when I say treat with Seafoam, when I buy a new vehicle, I usually put a can of Seafoam in the fuel tank when I fill it, and I put Seafoam in the some Seafoam in the oil and drive it for 100 or so miles, and then do an oil change, and that Seafoam strips everything out that can possibly be in there. But when it comes to fuel, when I started dating Christine, her snowblower wouldn't run, and I emptied out the fuel, topped the tank back off, put Seafoam and fresh gas in it, heavy concentrates of Seafoam, got it running. It would blah, 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 blah. And then it would blah, 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 die. And then it got to the point where it would just sit and stutter, and then as that Seafoam got in there and started cleaning stuff out, within a couple of sessions, it ran like a top. And it ran like a top all the way until I had one of Miles' friends fixed it, and I never ever saw it again. So that was a good job. It was a good job. But I put seafoam in the fuel at intervals of every oil change. So every single time I have the oil changed on our vehicles, I dump a can of seafoam in to a full tank of gas, and you'll never have a problem. And like I said, with the generator, I put heavy concentrate of seafoam in there and got it running. And by the last time I saw it, it was running like a top. Unfortunately, though, like I said, this one was way too small for. I thought it would have been great to use it as a job site where you can run a circular saw or maybe some job site lights or something like that. But yeah, 10,000 watts or more. Something where what I want to do is I want to actually right on as you go out our back door, build like a large doghouse, and that way you can keep like the generator in a secure spot, say in the garage. But if something happens, you can wheel it out. Now, if I make like the doghouse good enough, then it could just stay in there all the time. Put some anchor points into the foundation of my house and chain it so that even someone opened it, they couldn't do anything about it, and then wire it into the panel with the switch box. But Smile Money, you gotta, even shit that has, I mean, my snowblower, even my lawnmower, I start my lawnmower over the winter. It's out the last tank of gas, and people have there's different arguments. Do you run it till it runs empty, or to me, I fill that tank, I add seafoam, and I sit and let it run. It just sits like the snowblower. At the end of the season, it sits out in the back of the garage, and it sits and idles for a good 5 to 10 minutes with that tank of seafoam gas. Now, I have to admit, another product that's pretty damn good is Samantha put engine purr. I noticed that the Dodge, when you got on it, was smoking a little. And Sam goes, "We can try it. There's no guarantees." But she put in a thing of this product called engine purr, and my truck hasn't smoked since then. Stop smoking. Good for it. Steven, the yellow knife seems like a huge piece of shit and weak for $90. I agree. Harmarsh, I still want to see a brew review with Gunwild. Yeah, we need to work on that. J-Dog, here at home. Poco Loco with the read more button. I have a couple of stock Glocks. They're for carry. I just wanted something badass. I don't carry too much for stock. My bikes aren't stock. My bicycles aren't stock. My truck is far from stock. My favorite rifles aren't stock. The exception is the DS Arms rifle. The gun is just so nice. It never jams ever. So I couldn't bring myself to touch it. It was either send the 645 to Jay or build a Glock. Maybe I'd like a Ruger 57 and a Hellcat, so the 645 has to wait. I'm thinking white powder would have been cheaper than this. Yes. Poco Loco, I should have asked about trigger quality, but it was in stock and I was ordering anyway, so what the hell? Let's impulse buy a trigger. Yeah, I've one of the ones, and of course you see it in the Glock store all the time, is those Pyramid, and I know Rob. Now I'm drawing a blank on his channel. Rob, the cabinet maker, makes the speed loaders. He bought a Pyramid trigger, and he did a video saying it was such a piece of shit that he was willing to give it away. Oh, and learned a new term thanks to Joey. We got the We got the SW99 on duty, and with the right lighting, that should be provable. It's got the maybe not. Smile. Wait for the flash, bitch. And the walking around gun. That's got the Lone Wolf Ultimate Adjustable, and then it has, on top of that, it has the Ghost connector in it. And that's the one, actually you can't see it because it's all down inside, but it's the one that has the over travel bar. And then I polished the shit, and it's still got some shininess to it after a couple of years. But so it's got an adjustable trigger and the Ghost with the over travel bar, and you definitely have to be prepared for a little bit of fun when it comes to those. Now what are you doing? Something's acting goofy right there. With the over travel bar, it actually comes with a back plate that you can reach in and fire the gun, because you take a little bit off of that bar, you keep shortening it up until the gun properly fires. So this combination is the most impressive of all the Glock-ish guns that I have. But it also took a lot to get to this, because first I had to get that the Ghost connector working properly, and then I had to work with the trigger a little bit. I mean, it's like it almost comes up to a wall. I mean, there's just a tad bit of mushiness. Just get to the wall and right beyond it, but it has a very predictable trigger. I did contemplate putting one of the triggers that Steven turned me on to, but I decided to stay with this because it was already silver and it was matching. Din Scourge. LOTR is Lord of the Rings. I see. Wow. I guess I'd have to talk to Blue Dog. You guys with your secret codes for Lord of the Rings. Who can it be calling on my phone? Oh, it's Jeremy with a link to a video. What could this be? Oh, rare breed trigger fail. You know, Jeremy, are you just asking for problems? Let's all watch it together. This is a fail. I remember this day. So far, so good. Okay, well, I'll have to watch this later. You know, Jeremy just likes to put out provocative stuff just so that he can find all the haters out there. J-Dog, I totally forgot that I have an Ardbeg 10. See, that doesn't happen around here. J-Dog, I like the GTFO bracelet. Hell yeah. J-Dog, shit. I did have the cuffs in my bag, laugh out loud. I should have asked. Zeus, a couple snatch blocks and you could move anything with 1,100 pound paracord. Hell, I heard that a couple snatch blocks and some paracord is how they built the pyramids. Matt Davis, VMAX is my unicorn bike. Matt, yes, yes, yes. This is all that, Matt, this is all that I want next summer. Right there. The full scale version of this. I already have one of these. I remember it was funny when my garage was empty when I first moved in. I set this on my garage and I got the perspective just right and took a picture and sent it to my friend Joe, and he goes, "Son of a bitch, you finally got a VMAX?" Yeah. And then I sent him this picture. Yeah, well, first of all, the first thing that has to go are those handlebars. They got to be broomstick bars. Matter of fact, I might get the torch out and fix these myself. Yep, 1985, 1986, 1987, 91. I don't care. I want a VMAX. First thing I'd probably do is pull the V-Boost system out of it and put the K&N pod system on top and get rid of that V-Boost. The V-Boost made it act like it had a 4-barrel carburetor. At full throttle, it opened up all the valves, and each carburetor could feed the other 3 cylinders instead of the one that it normally does. But the bike has better performance if you scrap the whole V-Boost system on it and just go with the K&N the pods instead. I know, because I spent a summer on a 1987 VMAX with a Kirker 4-in-1, a Kirker black box, pre-program for Hell Yeah, and the K&N pod system in it, and the V-Boost was removed on it. And even going side by side with stock VMAXs, even they were like, what just happened? Hey, a little bit of computer, better header, better freer flowing pipe, and get rid of your V-Boost system and let each carb do what it was intended to do. Cobra, the cigar from Mr. Holster was the Rocky Patel Winter Collection 2012, so it's vintage. Ooh, I'm gonna have to go look for that. I know I haven't smoked that accidentally yet. J-Dog, ooh, the outro babe. Bobby, you bitch. Just stopped to say you're all gay, but I love you. God bless you guys. Bobby, it's been a long time since we talked. Let's keep it that way. Cobra, with the fucking book. I'm there with you on the skin cancer battle. So many people think that it's nothing, but left unchecked, it will kill. It will kill. When I had my first bout with it on my calf, it was so serious that we are talking about biopsying lymph nodes. I am missing a few lymph nodes, my swimsuit area, and I was in what was it, nuclear medicine, where they injected me with radioactive isotopes, and then I had to lay in an imager, and they basically inject it in the area where the cancer is. This was melanoma, and then they watch what lymph nodes, and I had 3 lymph nodes laid up, and Dr. Skinner, oh, hot Asian woman, just the nicest woman, one of the most respected surgeons that Essential lost because they're bitches. That's a side note. She during surgery, she does not like to remove too many lymph nodes, because lymph nodes are the little cleaning devices for your body. And she said that cancer's lazy. If cancer isn't in the closest lymph node, it's not going to be in the farthest one. So she elected they only removed and biopsied 2, and thankfully they didn't find any cancer in it. But yeah, I cannot say it enough. You know, you see shit on your body, see a damn dermatologist. If the first time I had noticed the mole or lump or whatever you want to call it on my leg had changed in its characteristic, if I had gone in right away, it would not have gotten to the point where it was listed as, you know, a stage 3. It would have been a lot worse if it had gotten into my lymph system, but thankfully it had not. And now I keep track of everything. If I think I see something, and then I'm, you know, is it going to change or go away? I make a note of it in a file in my computer. So when I see him, I was seeing him every 6 months, and he said that being that, you know, he's like, you need to see me, you make an appointment and you see me. Otherwise, it automatically gets scheduled once a year. And of course, this last time it was like I was worried about this, and I was worried about this, and I was positive. I was positive that the one on my arm was going to be something that needed to be removed. And he's just like, I'm not even going to biopsy that. And I'm just like, what? And he goes, Eric, he's a cool guy. We've had some pretty frank conversations. Hell, I've had my gun in his exam room. I told him about it 6 months later. And he's just like, Eric, if I wanted to know something about firearms, I'd come to you. He goes, but this is what I do. And he goes, he goes, don't worry about that. That's just called getting older. Okay. And he says, on the other hand, he goes, I definitely want to look at the one that you said had changed in size, color, and had a kind of a burning and itchy feel. He goes, I definitely want to biopsy that. And then he had found something else, and he just froze it and removed it right there. And then, of course, the big one this last time was this guy. I should have left it open. I decided to look today. You know, the removing it happened on Monday, and it was like, wow, that's quite the crater. I want me a laser. Hey, can you hook me up with a laser? So, if you want an infomercial moment, you guys, when it comes to dermatology kind of stuff, you're in total control, and trust me. You see something weird, have it looked at. It hopefully is nothing at all, but it could be something very, very serious. Let's get back to Cobra's. Best defense is a good offense with skin cancer. Regular checkups, hell yeah, and have that dermatologist remove anything and everything you suspect. I had one area, this stupid Army doc, yes, Air Force guy got sent to an Army dermatologist because we didn't have one in my base. Anyway, he said, "Oh, it looks like nothing." I said, "Well, it itches, it hurts, bleeds all the time, and looks nasty. Can we remove it, please?" He said, "Okay, but I'll have to send it for biopsy." I said, "Fine, do that." Long story short, squamous cell serenoma, skin cancer. Thus began my journey. Lots of cutting, testing, you know the drill. Lucky I have a better dermatologist now. No offense to Mario Mosen, but your doctor sucks shit. Yeah, yeah. And to my guy's credit, the one that I had here had changed in size, color, and he's just like, yeah, we were definitely. Thankfully, it just came back as like a skin irritation, loosely related in the. I think that actually said it was loosely related in like the acne family, but this. I wish it was a pimple and you just go and you were done, but no, it was getting like. If I had money down, I was like, that is gonna be cancer. That reminded me exactly of what was going on my calf. So, yeah, guys, we don't get to live forever, but we can live longer if you have the shit checked. And yes, and on top of that, Cobra didn't say it. Going to the doctor is definitely a good thing. But for me, I don't know if you've noticed, but I am fairly white, and I'll never be able to work for Coca-Cola. I wear big stupid hats when I'm outside because I never had to worry about that in any job I ever had, and now being that I do a little bit of everything, and I try to schedule anything that needs to be done when it's nice for the summer. So if it's building a deck, building a garage, doing a roof, whatever, I wear stupid ass hats. I don't wear tank tops. I should wear a long sleeve, but I can't deal with the heat. And I go through sunscreen like Al Pacino's character went through cocaine. And I buy if I could buy SPF 1 million and lay under the space shuttle when it left, I would. McLean, I hate to be that guy, but I told you about the blacked out rear sights years ago and how much I love it. You then said I must be a butt humper and I'm stupid. I remember that conversation. McLean, what if you get a miss on the board and you have to take a penalty shot? That's a go, boys. Yeah, see? No, it shouldn't. Oh, if you want to play, you should all be. By the way, the board has been reset. We are officially in bottle ship. But if you take a shot and you miss, maybe a penalty shot should be enforced. Good job, McLean. McLean, Eric, can you send me that skin barrier cream? I got an idea. Good God. Wade, when we built a new house a couple of years ago, I insisted on getting a dedicated standby generator for the house. I've tested it a couple times and can run everything on it, including the central air. During a recent ice storm, I wasn't worried about the power going off at all. Great peace of mind knowing we're covered if we lose power. Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. No, if me and Christine are in full agreement on that. If we can afford to ever do it, we are definitely adding a generator and a circuit. Now, if it's something like this where I go downstairs and flip over to the generator, that's completely doable. On the other hand, it'd be nice to have a fully automated system where, the power goes out, the generator automatically starts on its own, The house switches over. When it detects that the power has come back on, it kills the generator and switches back over to your company's system. That would be awesome. But just knowing that, if we're home and the power goes down, and like say now, we are under a storm. Hey Google, what's the weather like right now?
Right now in Duluth it's 34 degrees with snow. Today there'll be rain and snow with a forecasted high of 36 and a low of 29. There is currently a winter storm warning in effect.
Thank you.
You got it.
Brad, no fake 19 here, but pollen is flying. Allergies are kicking in. Yeah, that's where I am. I gotta find me a I gotta find me a needle doctor. Acupuncture, I know it sounds like bullshit, and of course Smile Money added to your I fucking heard it before stories. I was taking hundreds of dollars a month in steroid based allergy meds, and I didn't like that. And my chiropractor said, "Have you ever tried acupuncture? Acupuncture for allergies?" She said, "Yeah." I said, "Really?" She goes, "Sit down." And by the time the third of like nine or 12 needles were inserted, I didn't go home and take any medication. And it's been a long damn time, and I need to find somebody that does acupuncture to do it again, because this time of the year, a lot of people think springtime is the worst, but I have a big problem both in spring and then towards the end of the year. Brad, 59, 10 off. Bummer. Dead winter. My wife and I both had COVID in January. Both took ivermectin, zinc, vitamin D. I was mildly sick for a day or two, and Kayla was sick for a day. We both were working out in the basement gym within 2 days, just like nothing happened. She actually got a PR, personal record in deadlift, the day after being sick. Nolan never got it from never got it even being around us 24/7. See now, Dead Winter, Jeremy, my brother, crazy, nice guy. Jeremy's a good guy. It's been too long, my brother. Me and Christine, we do zinc, vitamin D. I get all my stuff through Mrs. Nyhap, Shackley, and again, I am not. Well, I guess technically I have to say I would be sponsored, because both Nyhap and Mrs. Nyhap have just sent us stuff. You need to try this, or you need to have this in your regiment. And God love them. But the Shackley products, I can tell you, Nyhap, if you want to have Mrs. Nyhap hear me say this, the saw palmetto that you said you need to take one in the morning, take one in the night, and you'd be surprised, being able to make it through the night, not having to pee, and better for your body and a healthier system, because you're not getting any younger. I ran out of the saw palmetto from Shackley, and I don't know if you or Mrs. Nyhap sent it, or if Christine picked it up for me, but it is not a Shackley product, and it does not work like the Shackley product did. So I gotta get Christine to order me some of that. But I do we do the Shackley zinc, D, multivitamin, and I need to get back to the saw palmetto. Mr. 27, the Double D Heart Club. Mr. 27, 61st. Mr. 27, nice outro, babe. Yes, yes. I've got one. I can't remember if I transferred it. I'll have to see if I saved her. She is not gonna pass as the thumbnail, or maybe even the brew babe, but sneaking her in at the end if I have to figure out where she is. She might be there. Nice redhead brew babe. Yeah, I almost used a redhead today, but then I got and we got where we go here. Boom. Mr. 27, good old Super Bomy. Hell yeah. Mr. 27, hi, intro babe. Mr. 27, where's Matt? I had to fire him for the week. Mr. 27, where's Ms. Burbomy? Uh-oh, hang on. Ah, shit. Could be 5 more of those. Wait for it. Oh. Mr. 27, a red beer, interesting. You actually might like that one. Mr. 27 on the wrong video. Oh, excuse me. Mr. 27 on the wrong video. Intro babe is... Mr. 27, brew babe needs to be closer to the camera on the wrong video. See, I told you. That's how it begins. Mr. 27, damn, I'm 2 days late. Yes. Mr. 27, 53rd, probably last. Oh. Hey, at our age, if you're close to my age, and you're about to sneeze, don't hold back. Just don't. A, you're guaranteed to shit yourself. B, you might cause a brain aneurysm. Clyde, I wonder if Zeus could put Matt's face on some footage of RuPaul's Drag Race. I bet he can't. That sounds like a challenge, and it kind of, I think it kind of depends what's offered up, but maybe Zeus saw that. Mr. 27 on the wrong video. Ooh, the outro babe is a 10 out of 10. Sharky, makes no sense why ScrewTube pulled the thumbnail. That's a pretty prude bathing suit over her during a hot Dutch summer. Brew babe is in the lead though. Start out belly button and work your way around in circles. Yeah, they said it was nudity. I appealed it. They said, nope. After second look, it was nudity. So, the intro babe from yesterday, you just remember, if you go back and look at that, that is considered nudity by YouTube. So I gave him this. Is that okay with you? Hey, cheers, dude. Mike, where's Sam? Working. Didn't we already do this? Sharky, the laser cartridge trainer, in my opinion, best for practicing the draw, present, and fire the first shot drills. Then just reset and repeat. Unfortunately, right now, they have 9mm and 45 ACP. So I'm going to order up a 45 ACP. Sharky, read more button. Sad to hear about Pete and Jen. Life happens. But to be honest, I'm not bitter to any of my exes. Certainly not towards the most recent one and the mother of my daughter. Hell, I still talk regularly to more than half of them. Personal goal? You know what I'm saying, Sharky? Sharky, Yeah, reset bottle ship. Do we get penalty shots for calling squares that have already been targeted? Question mark. I think the shooter should take a penalty shot if the target has already been shot, even during the same review. This puts me at a disadvantage because I won't be going through all the comments before taking a shot. But I'm lagging behind several hours for the rest. If you feel that you've been bad and you need to whip yourself, penalize yourself, and do a shot, that's all on you. Sharky, best item in the box for me was the Vortex monocle. The rope dispenser is also cool. If it's 1,100 foot-pounds of tensile strength of true, that's twice 550 paracord strength. The travel mug can be handy if you like stuff like that. The knives are junk in my book. The VG10 is pretty decent steel, but the locking mechanism and the construction of the handle just is crap in my opinion. No, I told you guys. I told you guys. You get the brutal. You get the brutal, honest truth. This, honestly, I never said this, but it looks like the kind of stuff that you'd see in like you're out on Route 61. You stop and some merchant is just selling some crap, and this is the stuff that's in the. Now, the problem is your hands are in jeopardy. The lock mechanism seems like it does okay, but I think what I had is I had my hands right here, and when I was like, what the hell? There is literally, and seriously, my hands are right here. I'm not pinching. I mean, I don't, other than trying to figure out how to put the trigger scale in there, my hand is, here, watch. I am not pushing on it at all. I am simply just the amount of pressure it takes to hold it right there. And that's all that it needs for that thing to lift up to the point where it's unlocking. If you hold it anywhere, that's because I'm causing a separation on it. I just feel I just feel it's dangerous. That's, and if you don't want to call it somewhat dangerous, because if you're going to use it like a knife, you're never going to have a problem. It's only going to unlock if you're like oops, if you're like stabbing. It's like there is literally. And all I have is my hand right there. And I'm sorry. The other one, the Smith & Wesson knives, the dive knife that I have, that one seems kind of cool. Again, I don't know about the quality, but when you get a Smith & Wesson knife and they're in the bubble packs, I'm sorry, they're China-made shit knives. It hurts to say it because it's Smith & Wesson, but it is what it is. Okay, really, I gotta get out of here. Sharky, and afterthought, it's not much face on the woman that's off-putting for me, but to be honest, a clean-shave Matt is a decent looker. We'll all eyeball worse-looking women in bars after a few drinks. It's the 5 o'clock shadow stubby black beard on the girls that kills it for me. Oh, God. Sharky. Over here, we actually had 0.0 flu cases recorded this winter season. Yeah, I realize that somebody just goes on and on about whatever bullshit numbers they see. But I was listening to the gentleman who was sitting in today on the Rush Limbaugh show, and he said there's been a lot of whistleblowers because the numbers for this COVID is complete bullshit. He said there's a lot of places that are getting in trouble because they would have a motorcycle accident and voila, the guy died from COVID. I mean, I'm sorry, I've said this since the beginning. The numbers are bullshit. I mean, if you wanna take the numbers and go, oh well, 200 and something, this is just more proof of COVID. It's a fucking number that someone lied about, and here we are. What do you think? You always get, really? Okay. Sharky. SH, Redhead AKs, goodbye. Got blown away by the outro, babe. Jay, on the right fucking video. Smith & Wesson knives are made by United Cutlery. This is the same company that makes all of those giant knife packages you see on the shopping channel at 2 a.m. DFC, top 90, bitch. Thin Scourge, should have just got a smaller shot glass like a thimble. Stop, okay? Just go play your little fucking games. John Solar, okay now. You think you could get a new model? A new model of what? This isn't even... You're not even on the right fucking video. Flash 107. I'm hitting the button and going to the club. Oh. Okay, so... thank you to Miles. Who's this even from? The Rare Beer Club. Brewed by a strange roots, experimental ales, and Gibnor, Pennsylvania. Store at cellar temperatures. Refrigerate 24 hours prior to opening. Oh, I don't know. I might have got that fucked up. Of Ancient Vortex. This is also a good way to describe Joey's... Never mind. You know, it actually has me not hating a Belgian style ale. If Jay was here and we were splitting this, I think what he'd probably not like about it is how mellow it is, and what I like about it is how mellow it is. What do you think? You're okay with it? Mellow? You like it? Your shirt's wrinkled. The fuck? You look so serious. Again, it's not my style. It's drinkable. Would I buy it ever again? No. If I had another bottle, would I open it right now? And I already told you I usually just have one. And since how this is 750 milliliters, I'm good to go. But if Miles, if I went outside and Miles had left me 2 of them, I wouldn't give the second bottle away. I'd open it and enjoy it. I think this would pair well with a fairly mild or even a heavier hitter. One of the newer cigars from Frontline. Or any cigar. And for that, I'm gonna give it an 8.5. I was thinking of creeping in the other direction, but a little bit higher. But I'm just gonna stick with an 8.5. First in, my brother Harmarsh. Cheers, clubbers. Hashtag be like Ed. Hashtag Mr. Holster. Hashtag Justin's final mission. Gunwild. Cheers to the club. J-Dog, Heart Club, Mr. Holster. Smile Money. Is it time to review what is in Eric's fridge? Cheers. And I can say good idea, coming soon deal. I'm going deal. Din Scourge, almost 100 comment club. God damn. Hey, by the way, more photoshopping. You know what it actually takes to Photoshop a range toy in the vertical position? Hey, this will fucking blow your pumpkin. And then, of course, this doesn't count. This is actually here. An M1 Garand. And this one has been rechambered in BMG 50. So, yeah. Fuck you. Rich Huff, cheers, Clevers. Rich, and I still have to get your package out. Mr. 27, Heart Club Hero. Or are you a Heart Club Hero? Mr. 27, did I win a beer? Yeah, something better than a blue moon. Put down the ass whistle and try something good. Mr. 27, did I win a shot of wooski? A wooski. Yeah, you can have some wooski. Mr. 27, Team Fireball. You. I think I actually still... Yeah, looking at a bottle of it right there. Nasty. Nasty. Mr. 27 had the last comment, and I have to bid you a good day. Whoever sent the shirt, thanks. Whoever sent... Captain Kirk, you may want to reevaluate the extra time that you have on your hands.